So, you're aiming for a job at one of the big four accounting firms, the big leagues. But that means you're facing some of the fiercest competition out there. The question is, how do you actually stand out? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how to write a CV that doesn't just get a passing glance, it gets you in the door for an interview. First, let's get a reality check on what you're up against. Look at this number. A mind-blowing 95% of all applications sent to firms like Deloitte, PwC, EY, and KPMG get rejected before anyone even speaks to the candidate. No, that's not a typo. 95%. It's just insane. Which leads to the big question, right? How on earth are so many smart, talented, and totally qualified people getting cut so early? If you're applying right now, this is probably the exact question keeping you up at night. Well, here's the brutally honest truth. It's because their CV fails to do its one job in the first 10 seconds. That's all you get. Your entire education, all your hard work, judged in less time than it takes to scroll through a few posts on Instagram. Okay, but don't panic. The whole point of this explainer is to arm you with the tools to get into that top 5%. We're not just going to give you tips. We're going to show you how to build a CV that is specifically engineered to beat this brutal system. Now, to beat the game, you first have to understand the rules. Your CV doesn't just magically appear on a hiring manager's desk. Oh no, it has to survive what I call the 3-layer screening gauntlet, and each layer is designed to filter you out for totally different reasons. So here they are, the 3 gatekeepers standing between you and your dream job. First, it's a robot, an automated scan. Second, a super fast human scan from HR. And finally, if you make it that far, the hiring manager actually takes a look. Let's break down how to conquer each one.
Your CV's first opponent isn't even a person. It's a piece of software called an applicant tracking system, or ATS, and it is ruthless. It spends a mere 5 to 7 seconds scanning for just 3 things. Is it one page? Is the formatting simple? And does it have the right keywords, like IFRS or Audit? If you fail on any of these, you're out, gone. A human never even sees your name.
Okay, so you made it past the robot. Congratulations! Your prize is about 10 to 15 seconds with a real human in HR. But listen, they're not reading your life story, they're scanning. They're looking for quick signals that you're a professional, things like a clean layout, consistent formatting, and, of course, relevant education and experience. It's all about pattern recognition. And now for the final boss, the hiring manager. They'll give your CV a whole 30 to 45 seconds. And they're not looking for keywords, they are hunting for value. They want to see impact, and they want to see it proven with numbers. They're looking for things like client exposure and a career path that actually makes sense. Basically, they're asking, can this person make my life easier starting tomorrow? All right, now that you know what you're up against, let's talk about the rules. These aren't just suggestions. These are 3 non-negotiable, unbreakable laws for writing your CV. Seriously, just follow these 3 rules and you'll already be way ahead of the pack. Rule number 1. This is the big one. 1 page only. I don't care if you've been working for 20 years, it has to be 1 page. Even senior partners at these firms have a 1-page CV. Why? Because sending more tells them you can't communicate clearly and you don't know how to prioritize information. 2 absolutely fatal flaws in the Big Four world. Rule number 2, you have to eliminate generic, boring phrases. Look at this example. Responsible for audit tasks. What does that even mean? It's a total waste of space. But look at the alternative. Prepared audit working papers for 15+ clients under IFRS. See the difference? It's active, it's specific, and it's packed with valuable keywords. And that brings us to rule number 3. Your CV must speak the language of business, and that language is numbers. It is absolutely mandatory. How many clients did you work with? What was the budget? By what percentage did you improve a process? A CV without numbers just feels, well, weak and vague. Okay, so we've got the rules down. Now let's put it all together and build the perfect CV from scratch. We're going to walk through it section by section, so you'll have a crystal clear blueprint to follow. Let's start at the very top, the header. Keep it simple, clean, and professional. All you need is your name, a title like Audit Associate, your email and city, and your LinkedIn profile link. What you leave out is just as important. No photos, no date of birth, no marital status. It's just clutter and it can confuse the ATS. Right below your header is the professional summary.
This is your 3-line elevator pitch. Please avoid empty cliches like hardworking and motivated. Everybody says that. Instead, pack it with keywords and specifics. The good example here tells a recruiter exactly who you are, what you've done, and what you can do, all in one quick breath.
Now we get to the heart of your CV, the experience section. Every single bullet point here should follow a simple, powerful formula. Start with an action verb, describe the task, and end with a quantifiable result. For example, reduced reconciliation issues by 40%. Boom, that's a statement that shows real impact. Next up, education. Keep this short and sweet. Your degree, your university, that's pretty much it. Now, about your GPA, here's the deal. Only put it on if it's genuinely strong. If it's just okay, it's better to leave it off. No need to give them a reason to doubt you. For your skills, make it super easy for recruiters to find what they're looking for. Remember that 10-second scan? This is where you help them out. Break your skills into logical categories. Technical skills, like IFRS, software tools, like Excel, and professional skills, like client communication. It's clean, it's organized, and it's effective. And don't forget a section for your certifications. This is a big deal. And hey, even if you're still studying for your CPA or ACCA, you should absolutely put it down as in progress. It shows you're committed to your field and actively working to improve. Okay, time for a lightning round. Let's quickly go over the most common mistakes, the instant deal breakers that get CVs tossed in the trash. Getting any one of these wrong can completely sabotage all of your hard work. So to recap, here's what gets you an instant rejection. Photos or fancy designs that the robot can't read, going over that sacred one-page limit, forgetting to put numbers in to show your impact, using lazy generic phrases, and, of course, the unforgettable sin, spelling and grammar mistakes. Any of these can be the kiss of death. And all of this really boils down to one powerful idea. The Big Four firms don't always hire the person with the most raw talent. They hire the person who can communicate their value in a structured, professional, and data-driven way. In other words, they hire the CV that follows the rules. So, I'll leave you with this. Now that you know exactly how the system works and what they're looking for, I want you to go and take a hard, honest look at your own CV. Ask yourself, is it just a list of things you've done, or is it structured to win?